Andy, and this is my review of the Vdara Panoramic Suite. Now, we stayed at the Vdara quite a few times over the years, but never stayed in the actual Panoramic Suite. So this is the actual layout of the hotel, as you can see, and that is where we are at the moment. So we have one of the bigger rooms actually on the floor. We're actually on the 49th floor here. There is 56 floors, if I remember correctly, of the Vdara, so we have got one of the higher floors here at the actual hotel. So upon entry, you're greeted with 3 buttons. This is the master switch, which switches everything off in the actual room, so you need to make sure that's on when you come in. And then you have 2 switches here. You also have a do not disturb and actual housekeeping. So we've currently got it set on do not disturb, but obviously when you go out in the morning, just stick it on housekeeping and set that back to do not disturb. So in the entry, there's a nice table there, then some mirrors, and then that looks out onto south of Las Vegas Strip. So you can see over here, that's the area from the city center complex, Monte Carlo, then it moves on to New York, Excalibur, and over there in the distance is Mandalay Bay, and you can probably see as well the actual airport, which you can see planes constantly landing and taking off. So back to the actual room itself. Here we have the actual kitchen. Now the kitchen is absolutely huge, but one thing I have to point out is most of the actual cupboards are actually bare, apart from the stuff we put in them. You actually have to phone down to housekeeping when you actually arrive at the hotel to get any sort of actual crockery or cups and plates. So that's an easy call, and all they do is you ask you how many guests there are. For ourselves there's 2, but I recommend you saying that there's 4 guests, otherwise they'll only give you 2 mugs, 2 plates and 2 knives and forks. So most definitely you say there's 4 guests in the room and they'll give you 4 of everything. There's your pots and pans, not like we've actually used them. We have used the pan for boiling water because there's no kettle. And also the actual coffee maker, if you do like coffee like I do, is $20 a day, which I think is a little bit steep, to be fair. So we have been down to the actual Starbucks down there in the actual lobby for any coffee, or we've actually boiled it with the actual pan. So also in the actual kitchen is a dishwasher, which comes in handy. Obviously you can wash all your actual plates, pans. You also got a mini bar, which is ridiculously expensive. I've showed you the mini bar menu there. So for an actual Heineken, you're looking what, $7.75 plus tax, so it's quite a lot. You've also got a really good microwave there. So we've microwaved our porridge, what the Americans call them oatmeal. So that's been fantastic. And then onto this bad boy, which is a fantastically massive KitchenAid fridge. You don't get fridges like this back in the UK, so it's quite a novelty for us. In there we've got Gatorade, plenty of beer for me, and there's some margarita for my wife, and we've also got obviously iced tea and bits and pieces. So the hotel don't mind you bringing your own groceries in. When we checked in, we went to Walmart, so, and the hotel weren't too bothered with us bringing our own groceries in. So because obviously the minibar is really dear, plus the actual shopping lobby is really expensive. Again, probably about $7 for a beer, so you're better off bringing your own. There's no problem with doing that. You also got a fridge, the freezer. This is the freezer. You got some ice in there. Obviously I've got my vodka as well. The ice is easy to make. Also another feature of the fridge is you've got filtered water, so you don't need to bring any bottled water with you. This is fantastic. Obviously I'm not going to press the button, but you've got all the filtered water that you need. So moving on, in the actual kitchen you've got a table for 4, which is great. Obviously if you're entertaining, we have our breakfast on there every morning. Now here's another novel thing with the actual room. Not many rooms in Vegas actually have this. My wife absolutely loves it. You can actually do your washing. So in Vdara, I think anything from an actual suite upwards, you actually got a washing machine and dryer included in the room, which is a great novel thing. Obviously we're flying into the US, you have to have a minimum bag weight, so you can wash your clothes and wear them again, so you don't have to bring too many clothes with you, so you can bring more obviously souvenirs home with yourself. Moving on into the actual living room, so you've got 2 actual couches here. One is a two-seater. This is actually, from what I gather, actual pull-out camper bed as well. So obviously you can have 4 people stay in the room in comfort. You've also got 2 tables as well, lights. But then you have quite a large TV. I personally think the TV is a little bit dated with the actual thick bezel. I think it lets it down a little bit, but apart from that, I think the room looks really, really modern. And as well, there's that fantastic view outwards. So you can see down to the strip. It's fantastic, especially at night when it lights up. So moving on into the actual bedroom. Again, you've got one of these massive 42-inch TVs on the wall. Again, fantastic view out the actual strip. It's called a panoramic room for the reason that it's a massive view of the actual Las Vegas strip. So over there you can see Caesars, and then Bellagio as well, all the way over to the Wynn and onwards. So room itself, you've got a fantastically comfy bed. This is a really, really comfy bed, amazingly comfortable to sleep in. And you've got microfiber pillows as well. I thought they were actually feather pillows, which I'm allergic to, but no, they're actually microfiber pillows. So you can really, really have a good night's sleep in the actual room. Another feature of the room and the actual suite itself is these blackout blinds. So you just press the button, press close, and when you come in at night, it blacks out the room completely. I personally like to leave them open, obviously, so you can see the lights from bed, but it is nice, obviously, if you've been out all night, to obviously blacken out the room and for you to get a good night's sleep, because the sun does come up on this side in the morning, so it does wake you up. But that's something I enjoy. Also in the room, it's got 2 phones. We found these really useful for phoning our family that are also staying in a hotel. They're on another floor, so you can obviously phone the family. You just need to press 2 and then enter in the actual room number. You've also got quite a lot of drawer space down here, putting various items in there, and there's one either side of the actual bed. So moving on to the fantastic bathroom. You've got 2 sinks, really, really large mirror, which my wife absolutely loves. You've got light on the mirror as well, so that is fantastic and something that my wife loves. And you've also got this fantastic view. Again, you can see over Bellagio, there's the fountains in the actual corner, and the whale with the flamingo, so it's a great view. And sitting in this massive tub at night, it's brilliant to look out and enjoy. Moving on to the actual shower, so huge shower again, and the pressure is fantastic in the actual shower. You can have a really good shower when you actually wake up in the morning or before you're going out, which I personally like. One real weird thing about the actual room is there's only one toilet and there's no door. So you have to be very, very close to the people or person you're actually sharing the actual room with, because there's no door on the toilet. I don't really like that, but it's very novel, but something that I personally don't like, but that is me. Again, something that my wife loves is the dressing table. She's got all the stuff out there spread out. She absolutely loves that. Again, massive mirror with lights on. She finds that pretty cool. Here's one of the actual dressing rooms. So cupboard, and inside there you have a safe, which is great for putting your valuables in. You also have, I don't know what you call it, putting your suitcases on, which is handy for when you either checking in or checking out. So packing your bags, put that in there. And then obviously when you do want a bit of privacy, not that you get any privacy with having no door on the actual toilet, you got these doors here. And this door leads us out into the kitchen again, which is the end of my video. So I hope you like my review of the Vdara Panoramic Suite. We've actually absolutely loved our stay here. I would highly recommend this hotel. For me, I personally think this is the best price hotel 5-star hotel in Vegas, and for what you get, it is absolutely fantastic. So highly recommend this hotel. So thanks for watching. Thank you.